How's everyone going? I hope everyone stays safe and stay healthy in this pandemic situation. Speaking of this pandemic, how much do you know about COVID-19 and how do you prevent it? If you don't know yet, don't worry, we are going to discuss in this videos. So today's topic is about COVID-19, which will be delivered in form of analytical exposition tests. After following the learning process, students are expected to be able to identify the text structure and language features in analytical exposition text correctly. Identify the social function of an analytical exposition text correctly. And of course, gain knowledge and awareness of COVID-19 pandemic and apply in everyday life. We always start the lessons. Here is some important terms to build a vocabulary skill. The first one is COVID-19. It's the name of the disease caused by the novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 and is a short of coronavirus disease 2019. Epidemic. An increase, often sudden, in the number of cases of the disease above what is normally expected in that population in that area. And the pandemic, a worldwide spread of a new disease. Self-quarantine is staying home and away from the other people as much as possible after the exposure. Self-isolation, a healthcare term that means keeping infected people away from the uninfected. And the last one is social distancing, deliberately increasing in the physical space between people in order to avoid spreading illness. Now, look at the text. You can pause the video and read the text carefully. Okay, you're done? Now, this is like what you have seen before. We are going to talk about analytical exposition text, and this is the example of it. We are going to analyze this text later. But first, let's get to know the basic concept. What is analytical exposition text? Let's get to know. So, analytical exposition text is text that elaborated the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. The social function is to persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. Exposition text can be found in many forms, such as legal defense, letters, political leaflets, essays, newspaper article, editorials, and of course many more. Now, we are moving to the characteristic of analytical exposition text. An exposition text needs to first clearly state the point of view. Second, use valid research finding to support your viewpoint. And of course, defend your point. And the last is support your point with factual data. There are several language features in this type of text that you need to know. The first one uses present tense, such as lion's life, I eat, cheetah's run. Second, use mental verb, such as I believe, I prefer, I agree, I doubt, I disagree. And then use saying verb to support the argument, such as people say, it is said, research indicates, etc. Use connecting word to link the argument so that the flow of the argument is logical and fluid, such as additionally, moreover, firstly, secondly, etc. Use causal conjunction to indicate a cause or reason of what is being stated, such as because, despite, due to, for that reason, in that case, even though, yet, otherwise, etc. And the last one is use persuasive technique. The first one is use generalization to support viewpoint or argument. And the second is use evidence and fact to back up the generalization, like using research, expert opinion, testimonies, or quotes. And the last one is use exaggeration to make things or issues appear better or worse than the actual are. Now, we are moving on to the generic structure. The generic structure of an analytical exposition text is divided into 3 steps. Introduction or thesis statement, body which consists of arguments, and the last one is conclusion or a reiteration. As you have seen before, the generic structure is divided into 3 steps. The first one, in introduction or thesis statement, it is introduce the topic and show speaker or writer position. It is an outline of the arguments that are presented. Next is body or arguments. It is consists of point and elaboration. Point is state the main argument, and elaboration develop the support each point of argument. The last one is conclusion or a reiteration. It could also be every statement because it restates the speaker or writer position. Now let's analyze the text again with its structure. As you can see, Please Stay Home is the title. The first paragraph is introduction, and the next 3 paragraphs is the body or arguments, and the last paragraph is called as conclusion. Okay, I am with my part. Now, it's your turn. You are going to answer some questions about what we have learned. Ready? Let's go! Question 1 to 4. The first question: what is analytical exposure syntax? Second, what is the purpose of analytical exposure syntax? Third, what is generic structure of analytical exposure syntax? And the last, the fourth question: what term used in analytical exposure syntax?